Hi, Peter. Thanks for taking this call, and tell everybody a little bit about yourself to start off with, and why you came on the Quality of Mind program.
So 14 years ago, I set up an accountancy practice that works with small businesses. We've got 400 clients now across the UK, a team of 40, and loving the work that I do there. Also, 4 years ago, I set up a community for a particular niche where we're really strong in, so with agencies, and that now has 300 members across the UK. We've got an amazing team of people that run that, and both the businesses are really focused on helping small businesses grow. It's a passion of mine. I love doing that, and I expect to be doing that for many years to come. So in terms of why I went on the course, as you can imagine, after 14 years in business, you've experienced a few things, and the one thing I've learned is that if my mind is right and in the right place, then I make better decisions and things are just easier. So I came on the course pure and simply to understand more about how my mind works, and to try and get it in a place where I could just make better decisions and make things easier.
Great. And what did you like about the program?
There was lots I liked. I love the environment. I love the immersive experience. To spend such a long amount of time sort of tucked away from the world was really, really good fun. I loved learning. I love the fact that this was based on theory, and I loved understanding more about how the mind worked. And I also loved some of the practical elements of it, and the role play, and getting to know other people on it. So the whole experience was really enriching, really wonderful, and I'm really, really glad that I did it.
Great. And in what ways do you think it's changed you? How's it changed your thinking in particular, and thinking you have about yourself and or others or your business?
So I definitely feel I've been on a journey with this, and I've still got a way to go. But there's some things that changed quite quickly for me. So within the first couple of hours, I started to understand how I used to label things with my thinking. So this is going to be a tough year, or that's going to be particularly challenging. And of course, if I think it's going to be tough or challenging, then it will be tough or challenging. So I learned quite quickly to be far more aware of the labels that I apply to certain situations or events or things that crop up. And since then, I'm just so much more aware of my thinking and seeing it for what it is. Before it used to feel very, very real, and I'd be caught up in the emotion of it. And don't get me wrong, I still occasionally get caught up in the emotion of it, but I'm much better able now to see that thinking, understand it, and then often it just disappears. You see it for what it is. So that makes things a whole lot easier once you can do that.
Great. And so in what ways do you think it's changed how you operate?
So some practical things I've noticed that are different. I had a lot of really sort of deep-rooted thoughts that meant that I used to run around at 100 miles an hour. My thinking was, well, if you're not working, then what are you doing? You work, and that's what makes you successful. And of course, to an extent, that's really helpful when you're a startup. But running on that treadmill is not helpful when you've got a team of 40 people that look up to you as a leader. It's not helpful when you've got a family with a 4-year-old daughter. And I learned to just take time off that treadmill, and to stop and think, and to learn and develop, and to invest time in my own, I guess, well-being and quality of mind. Because again, I go back to what I said at the start. When this is right, everything's easy. Decisions are easy, relationships are easy, and business is easy, and it's fun and rewarding and enjoyable. So those are the things I'm seeing my thinking for what it is, and it's producing some really good results. And
so what tangible impact is it, or has it had for you, or is it having?
I'm way more present and in the moment. Occasionally I find my thoughts drifting off onto other things, but now if I'm there and I'm having this meeting and nothing else exists, and I'm very focused on that, or I'm with my family and nothing else exists. I'm reading more than I ever have done, and learning and developing and investing time for myself. And just enjoying the whole journey of learning and finding out more how the mind works, of course, because it's not just come on retreat, ta-da, fixed. magic. That's the start. Well, I think it should be, you know, it certainly was for me. And the coaching that I've done since has really helped me, I guess, go on this journey and explore more. And I've really enjoyed that experience.
So last question, what advice would you give someone that was thinking about coming on the program?
Well, I guess if you sense that you were perhaps a little bit like me, and you felt that when your mind works well, you work well and everything's easy, and you want to just explore that in more detail about how your own mind works and how you can use it or understand more about it and use it to your advantage, then I definitely recommend you come on this. Just one practical piece of advice that I'm very glad I did. If you do go on the program, you know, I'd really encourage you very strongly to turn off your emails, you know, disconnect yourself from the outside world. If you need to stay in touch with loved ones, then, you know, dig out your old Nokia 3210 and leave your smartphone at home, and you can treat yourself to a game of Snake in the evening on your old phone. But just try and stay away from the emails. Not to try, stay away from the emails, because it will make a big difference to the experience. I've got a whole lot out of it. And, you know, if you go along, I hope you do too.
Great. Thank you.